Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it.
In Silence is a trauma thriller that grows into a recovery story, a love story, and finally something close to an elegy. The opening pages throw Zara Holt into a brutal fight for survival, and the book commits hard to the physical reality of pain, cold, shock, and endurance. What kept me reading, though, wasn't just the danger. It was the way Revka Ashford builds Zara as someone defined by discipline, dark humor, and pure refusal. Early on, the novel runs on that stubborn pulse of survival. What gives the book its heart is the shift from survival to care. Bill and Betty could have been written as simple rescuers, but they become the emotional center of the story for a long stretch, and the novel is strongest when it lets their steadiness do its work. Their kindness doesn't feel decorative. It feels lived in, awkward at times, funny at times, and deeply earned. The book understands that healing is made of routines, meals, rides, teasing, check-ins, and people who stay. That makes the emotional arc feel grounded even when the plot keeps moving through danger, grief, and suspense. Ashford also has a real instinct for tonal layering. The novel is heavy, no question, but it isn't one note. Zara's voice can be sharp and dry even in awful circumstances, and that edge keeps the character from flattening into pure suffering. Later, when Bella becomes central, the book opens into a different register. It becomes gentler, warmer, and more romantic without losing the tension that shaped the beginning. That blend gives the story a wide emotional range. It's a book about injury and fear, but also about devotion, trust, found family, and the strange ways people learn how to be seen by each other. The structure is ambitious. The story keeps widening, from a close survival narrative to a larger web of relationships, investigation, secrecy, and consequence. At times, the book can be melodramatic, and some scenes are written with maximum emotional volume, but Ashford's sincerity carries a lot of that weight. The book believes in its characters' feelings completely, and that confidence gives it momentum. By the end, the novel feels less like a single-genre story and more like a sweeping character drama built out of suspense, romance, and grief. What stayed with me most is that In Silence is really about being witnessed after pain has tried to erase a person. The title lands because the book keeps returning to silence as injury, protection, intimacy, and memory all at once. The final lines, "In silence I was heard, in darkness I was seen," bring that thread into focus in a way that feels simple and earned. This is a book that wants to hold survival and tenderness in the same hand, and a lot of the time, it does exactly that.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.